Hi, I was just wondering there what do you think of this? If you want to look after someone, if you want to care for them, you get a carer's allowance, right? Now, if you're in a job and you take on a carer's allowance, I think you used to be able to work 18 hours. I think it was raised now to 20, maybe something like that. But if you want to stand up to the plate, uh, do the right thing, and say look after a member of your family that needs caring, the government, I think, gives you about €230 a week. Now, because you're going to be caring and you're working, you have to you can't work full time. So you're taking a hit in money. But if you have savings, if you have a few euro, in the bank or whatever, depending on what you have, the more you have, the less the government will give you to look after your loved one, right? Now put that in the context of the money they're going to give a carer to look after a family member in their own home against, say, a family member being put in a care home, say a private care home or whatever. Whenever, say, the person goes to one of those care homes, the government doesn't ask the care home. Some of them are, say, big companies and they've places all over the world. The government doesn't say, oh, you're worth millions, we're going to give you this amount or as less as we can. They give them what they ask for and they get it, these private companies. But I think it's a strange approach that if you have someone willing to care for someone in their own home, it's still going to be cheaper than, on the full amount, say 230. It's still going to be cheaper to keep that person at home than to send them to a home. But why then penalise the person who's going to look after them by having different stages where, if you've, say, come into a few thousand, that you wind up, getting a reduced amount. I think that's wrong. There should be a set amount, and even at 230, the full payment, it's still bad compared to the money that would have to be spent by the government if they were going to have to look after that person in a home. To pay someone a full carer's allowance, say the full 230, I'm nearly sure it's 230, but anyway, it comes in at about 12,000 a year, right? That's the 230 multiplied by 52 weeks. And then, if you look at, say, if there was 10,000 people needing care, that comes in at 120 million a year for 10,000 people that needed care, that worked all their life, that has paid their taxes all their life, right? And then, if you look at 10,000 asylum seekers, 10,000 of them costs 500 million a year. And these people have never contributed a bean to this country. I'm just trying to point out the comparison of, it doesn't make any sense. You'd imagine the government would have a more of an interest in looking after the well-being of the people who built this country.